Yeah, I mean, finding the right successor, I always say, what are your must-haves in a potential successor? I always tell people, to make a list before you start, kind of getting into this and figure out, what are your, non-negotiable things, what's important to you in a transition, whether it may be, you want to stay within your broker-dealer or clearing firm, or it may be something as simple as you want to be able to operate the website for the next year or so. So making a list of things that are non-negotiables for you, deal breakers, must-haves. That's a very important thing going in, to think about before you start this process, and having or being prepared for that when you start to speak with potential buyers of your business, is very useful, for you to have set up prior to going into those calls and interviews. Does the personality of the buyer match up well with your clients? Obviously, very important. These are people that you've been dealing with for 20, 30 years. I'm sure a lot of you are consider these people your friends now. Is the personality of who's buying your book going to mesh well with your clients, or is it going to upset the apple cart? You want to make sure, especially with having a retention clause built into most of these agreements. You want to make sure that somebody is going to be able to keep these clients, so that you do get paid out full value as well too. So it's very important. Does their investment portfolio match your investments? Obviously, very important as well. That's also going to be, really tie into the next, how portable our clients. You want to make sure that if you're, within LPL and you're considering selling to an Ameriprise or vice versa, are these products going to mesh well together moving over to different firms? Or are you going to have to hold back and potentially lose, some clients in a transition? You want to make sure that, how portable these clients are, and how much these actually match up while you're doing a transition or a potential transition, and weighing the pros and cons of each potential buyer. We always recommend talking with a couple different people and figuring out who might be the best fit. It might take you one or two interviews with a potential buyer to figure out you have a good fit, or it could take you several. And that's something that you want to feel comfortable going into that decision. And sometimes you have to interview a couple before you actually find out who might be the best one.